All right, guys, here we go. We should be able to lift this entire lid off if we can just get the chain done. And the chain's actually just connected with a 10mm bolt inside here. With the tensioner off, I should be able to just break this free. I've read the manual, and I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Oof, come on. Get on there. Oh, it's turning the motor. Gotta get your 14mm on the engine. And I don't want to turn this engine a lot because I got debris inside the cylinder. So I'm gonna do this. God, it's so hot tonight. It's so hot tonight. All right, get that on there. Come on. There we go. Oof, boy, that's a tough one. That is a real toughie. There it went. There it went. We got it. We got it. So I just gotta, here, let me show you what I did there just to hold this engine in place. So to hold the engine in place, I just took my 14mm on the rotor, right? Just held that in place. That's all I did. It's just a 14mm, put it on the bolt. If you hold that in place, that engine ain't gonna move. All right, now I should be able to just finger tight or untighten this. It's not real tight. I don't see a washer in there at all, but there's one bolt here and then there's one on the other side that we need to get out. That's what basically holds the chain or the sprocket to the camshaft. So we're gonna pull this out. Careful not to drop it, of course. I'm gonna pull that out. Come on. Come on, we'll put you back later, don't worry. There we go. Almost got it. There it is. Really small. This is a tempered bolt too, it looks like. So don't lose that. I'm gonna put that in a real safe spot. And then I'm gonna need to rotate the engine. So I'm gonna go back to my 14mm and I'm gonna go really slow in a counterclockwise motion, all right, and move this engine. I do not wanna scratch things up. And there's my next one. Okay, so we gotta get that one out. So 14mm on there. Grab my 10mm wrench. And let's hope this one breaks free too. Oh, pulling up on the rotor. We'll get it. Oh, it's a little bit of an angle here. Be a little careful. Oh, come on. Come on, you wanna come out of there. I'll put you back, I promise. Put you back, I promise. I wonder if a ratchet would get in here. I'm not sure. God, my hands are so sweaty right now. It's just ridiculously hot. I'm gonna try it. No, not a chance. We're stuck with the 10mm. We'll get it. Just gotta be patient. So there we go. There's, get it on. It's kind of at a weird angle though. I think it went. Yep, there it went. So that's good. Wow, just drenched right now. I'm gonna pull this off. Do not lose these bolts. This is the deepest I've ever gone on a Honda twin engine. Never done this before, but I tell you what, manuals, get a manual. If you don't have a manual, get one. And also, man, there are so many amazing YouTube videos out there. I actually need to just start linking to people who are doing awesome stuff. Just on a mission right now. I want to get inside these cylinders and I want to see the mess that's in there from breaking those spark plugs off. It's a little bit of a long-winded one. Bear with me. We'll get her. It's coming. It's on its last legs right now. We'll get her. Oh. Let's see. Come on, buddy. Geez, this is a long-winded mother right here. Come on. Boy, go ya. Oh my God. My hands are just not working right now, guys. Oh, because it's coming off. There we go. One more revolution on this thing, and she should be free. And Come on. Don't want to drop it in there, guys. Oh, God. Okay, I need to get my mag. I gotta get my magnet. Where's my magnet? I need my magnet. I need my magnet real bad right now. Let's get this out of there. Hopefully it's magnetized. There we go. God, having a little magnet around can be real helpful. All right, with those bolts out, what we need to do is we need to actually remove these rockers. We're gonna need to pull the points assembly apart as well. Just looking at this, I think this is how it's gonna go. These are pretty simple. These will come off, nut and washer. Do not lose these. Keep them very, very safe. All right, take those off. We'll take this other one. This is just a 12 millimeter wrench. See if we can just knock that off. Oof. You don't want to move. Let's go this way. Try not to destroy the points. There we go. Got it. There's that one. You can already see this head is moving around quite a bit. It's just the chain. We got to get the shaft out of this in order to get this off. This is definitely an experiment for me. Again, I've never been this deep in a motor before. Let's see. Yep, I'm gonna need to put the wrench on first. All right, and then grab a Phillips because this one's spinning out just a little bit. And then that's their little trick. Grab the wrench, start taking that off, start spinning a little bit. All right, there, we should be good. We'll get that off. Just gotta hold it in place with a Phillips screwdriver. Pretty straightforward. Just gotta hold it. She likes to spin. Might need a little bit smaller. Oh, no, we got it. All right, and we've got a washer and a nut. Put those down carefully. Now we've got these rocker panels. I'm gonna get these points out of the way as well. Let's just get them out of there. There ain't no reason to be bashing these things around. So I'm gonna go grab my impact driver again. Looks like somebody's been really messing with these in the past. So let's not take any chances. I'm gonna go grab my impact driver. All right, hopefully I don't smash the camera too bad. That turned just fine. And camera's gonna be in my way. I'm gonna have to move you just a little bit to get this other one. Cool, both of those came out. These two screws are the only thing that really hold your points in, all right? It also it holds your adjustment from left to right. So we'll take these out again. There's a little washer on this. I wanna watch that. And then same deal on this other side. Impact driver for the win again. Pull these out. Oh, boy, it's so hot. It's like late at night and it's still hot, man. There you go. The washer slipped in here. We'll grab that. Now, are these bolts the same size? That's the big question. No, they are not. Left side is longer than the right side. All right, that's important to note. So I'm gonna set those down left and right. Now with that, we should be able to just pop these points out after we pull out this little 10 millimeter bolt. So this is, oh, where's my 10? There's my 10. You might have to hold the engine to get this out as well. This is your advance unit, and that came out. Now this is a really special bolt. You don't want to lose it. This is hardened. There's also a hardened washer on here. So I'm gonna pull that off. All right, oop, dropped it. There we go, right there. That's a hardened washer. Very important part. We will service this later for sure. But now our points should, in theory, pop right out and onto the floor. So there we go. Came out a lot easier than I thought, but there's your points. We'll save these. I probably end up putting electronic ignition in this, but we'll take that out. Next thing we can do is we can take out this advanced unit, and you can already see this is pretty crusty. This is going to need some cleaning. These are really, really, really troublesome on Honda motorcycles, okay? Very, very troublesome. I'm going to see if I can remember how to get this unit out of here. Oh, how was it? I thought it just pulled straight out. Let's see. I got to give you a better angle here. Give me a second. All right, this one's a little bit stuck, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pointer. I'm going to just put it behind, put the pointer behind it, and just pull this out. Important to note the orientation. So I have my 286 here, and there is an arrow on the bottom. So we're just going to pull this out, and that arrow on the bottom is pointing to the right. So just remember the orientation on this. That's really important. So we're going to take that out. There it is. This is an important piece. We're going to have to clean this one later for sure. All right, so we've got this. I thought that these just actually pulled out, but maybe that was on the tachometer side. Let's spin the motor around and tackle this other side. All right, and then we've got the same thing on the other side. We've got a 12 millimeter with, there we go, that one broke free. That's great. See if we can just spin these out. These are gonna be the same deal. Nut and washer. This is actually the tachometer side of the engine. Let's see if we get as lucky on this one as we did there. There we go. That came out. Beautiful. That is out. Take that. It goes down there. And then I thought that these little things actually just pulled right out. I remember distinctly. You know what we have to do? We have to take these covers off. That's what it was. I'm almost positive that's what it was. We got to get the cover off. All right. I'm with you. I'm behind the game. I'm getting ahead of myself here just a little bit. So here we got impact driver. That's easy. Comes right out. Come on. There we go. 2. We're winning on the nuts and bolts tonight. We are winning. Everything is moving. Gonna need to get these side covers off. Ooh, this one's a little rounded out down here. We got it though. All right, so let's pull these out. Then we need to pull that cover out. Once we pull the cover out, we'll be able to pull these rockers out. And then we're gonna be in great shape to get this chain off. So this turned into a little bit bigger deal, a little bit bigger job than I had anticipated. But that's okay. That's okay. So there we go. So these are all loose. We'll get these 4 bolts out. And again, let's take note, you know, of their sizes and whether or not, you know, they're the same, are they different, what's going on. So there's one. Okay, so that's bottom right. All right. They look to be the same size on the bottom. Let's see what they look like on the top. Let's pull these out. Again, I'm doing this in painful detail. Just like maybe somebody's gonna find these videos useful if they're stuck and they're trying to figure out how to put something back together. There we go. So they're all the same size, guys. Don't have to worry too much about that. So the next thing, we're gonna get our trusty little putty knife out and we're gonna pop this cover off. These can be pretty stubborn for sure. So I'm gonna be real careful. And there we go. It popped. I'm gonna grab my putty knife, work my way around the entire unit. Okay, just make sure it's all free. We'll have to get all new gaskets for all this stuff. Grab this, and this should pop straight out. Just be gentle with this stuff, all right? Don't be like psycho and be doing all kinds of craziness. Just gotta get that cover. Oh, there it went. There the pin actually slipped out. That's okay. We'll leave it. I just want to make sure it all stays in one place. So there's your cover. Okay, this is your cover. I'm gonna actually take these bolts right away that I just took out. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna put them right back where they were. Okay, so I don't lose those and I know what goes where. It'll be perfect when I try to put this all back together. Bam. Okay, so there's my cover, there's all my bolts. Set that aside. And then here is what I've been trying to go after here. These rocker arms. Actually, this pin, let me see. Yeah, this pin goes all the way in. Now there's some O-rings here. You want to watch these for sure. Okay, we don't want to damage this stuff. But all you're going to do at this point is you're just going to pull this straight out. And that's going to free up your rocker arm. Okay, and just pick your rocker arm up. Oop, let me see so you can see that. There's your rocker arm. I got to give you a little bit of elevation here, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. So this rocker arm was in there, just like this. Pin in. This adjusts your height on that, so it just pulls straight out. And there we go. So I'm just going to seat these two together, and I'm going to keep all this as organized as possible. This one's going to be the same way. Just pull it straight out, and your rocker arm is going to pull straight up. Okay, so there you go. There are those two, which are very important. We don't want to get those mixed up. Now we're starting to free up this shaft here. We're going to need to spin the engine around. Now let's turn this motor around. Now let's do the other side. All right, so, whoops, well, just dump some more stuff on the ground, and we'll give you a little bit lower view here. So what we need to do is we need to do this again. We need to take those 4 bolts out. Out comes the impact driver. Let's see if we can get them. All right, there's one that turned, barely. That's a stiff one. That one turned, all right. One more. Oh, I'm gonna need to move the camera here just a little bit. Let's give you a little bit of elevation. A little U2 elevation. Oh, come on. That turned. That's beautiful. And one more to go. I'm sweating so bad tonight. One more. Yeah, it's turning. They're turning. They're a little gummed up for sure. I'm going to assume that these are all going to be the same size as the other ones. All right, so there's one. That one I'm going to need to, no, this one's just kind of gummy. So we'll just do that. This is a big moment, guys. We're going to get this shaft out of here tonight. Sleep good knowing that we've made it this far. And it's all pretty straightforward stuff, you know. This ain't rocket science by any means. No. Oh, this one's tough. This one's real tough. My hands are all oily too. Gotta wipe my hands off a little bit. There we go. See if that helps. Not really. Trying to push pressure on it because these screws really like to strip out on you. Oh man, that's a bugger right there. Didn't think it'd be that hard to get these out. The other side came out so easy, you know. Got a little spoiled. This one will come out good. So our last one is the easy one. That's great. All right, so let's pull this out. And looks like these are all going to be the same size. So it's not going to matter. There's top, bottom. It's the same. Oops. It's a little bit longer, actually. Yeah, actually, these bottom ones are just a smidgen longer than the other ones. So that's a good catch. That's a good catch, man. Always be looking at your nuts and bolts, because there is a longer and a shorter version here. Let's see. Oop, stuck there. Oh, and I dropped it on the ground. Grab it. Let's see, let's take a look at this. The top ones look to be the same size. Bottom ones are just a little bit longer. All right, next, we're ready to take this cover off. All right, I put my bolts back in for the points cover. And what you want to do is you just want to get it, there we go, get it right between the gasket and where it seals. That should just pull straight off, just like that. That is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put my two shorties up there in the cover. And then I'm gonna take these longer ones into the bottom. And I've got my reference point on that. And now we can go back up top and pull these last two rockers out. All right, let's pull them out. Just pull them straight out. There you go. There's one. While I got it in my hand, I'm gonna grab my washer and my nut. Put that back on there. All right, just like that. And then we'll pull out the other one. Again, don't lose these O-rings, but again, it's just gonna pull straight out. And you can tell the longer flat side is against the shaft, all right? And then I'll go ahead and put the nut and washer back on this one too. All right, now you can see we are free and clear here. This is all disassembled, so we should be able to pull this straight out, okay? There's gonna be some notches we're gonna have to fill or kind of navigate through, but we should be able to pull this cam straight out. Hold on. Oh, man. Not as easy as it looked. Not as easy as it looked. I thought it was going to come out this side. Where are we hung up here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I just got to rotate it. It's kind of like a little kid's puzzle here on this end. We should be able to rotate it and get it out. There we go. Now hold on to this. Hold on to the chain. Don't lose the chain. Here's the shaft. The shaft is out. And one thing that can kind of help you down the road is get a little piece of wire or a piece of rope. And let's just hold on to this chain. Let's not let that fall right now. Let's just leave that out and give us something to grab onto, because I don't think it's going to be necessary. Let's just hold on to it, okay? Now, here we go. Big reveal. This head should lift right off, okay? So I'm just gonna give it a lift. There it goes. Wow. Okay, gonna reach under, gonna not lose the chain. And there we go, there's the cover. Cover is off. And we've got another layer to go. All right, next step, guys. We're gonna go. There's two bolts here. They're nice and free. I think this is the only thing holding this back on as far as I can see. Then we're gonna be able to pull the valves right off of this thing. All right, so there's one on this side. All right, long-winded, it's 10 millimeter. All right, that's what it's gonna look like. And I'm gonna go over to the other side and hopefully this one breaks free. Yep, that one broke free too. So I think we're really, 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 really close to seeing some interesting stuff. Let me just get this out. All right, so those two bolts come out. I'm looking, do I see anything else? Surprisingly, I don't see anything else. I'm wondering, does this just pop right off? It would make sense if it did. I mean, it would make sense. Whoops, it would make sense if it did. I'm gonna get under here real quick. I see the seam. Yep, there it is. It's starting to separate. Being real gentle. All right, let me give you a good look at this. So that's where it's coming apart, right there. All right, see that? So all I'm doing is I'm gonna work my way around and get it nice and loose so I can pull this bad boy apart. It's a little stuck on that back side. I'm gonna need to do some work on that. Again, I don't wanna, oh, there it went. There it went. Don't wanna push too hard. But yeah, let's change camera angle. This is a moment of truth. All right, I think we're ready. So again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my chain, get that good. I'm gonna hold that with one hand if I can. I'm gonna lift the valves straight up. Oh boy, that's heavy. I got a gasket tied up on here. That's okay, I'm just pulling that with my hands. Don't wanna lose that chain if I can avoid it. And there it goes. Whoa, she's crusty. She's crusty, friends. She's crusty. Real crusty. Let's get a good look at this. Can't believe I've made it this far on this engine though. Holy crap. She dirty. This bike was sitting, look at that. This bike was sitting, had no headers, no carbs. She's just dirty, real dirty. We're gonna have to clean it, but man, looking at the cylinder wall, I think we might be okay. Trying to find those spark plug pieces. Let's flip the other side around. Let's hop over here, see if we can find these. Ooh, something just fell. Oh, just a ratchet. And there is the major project. Yep, there it is. There's that spark plug. Both of them broke off right there. That is the culprit. Yeah, they are seized in there. Look at that, guys. Big reveal. That is going to be a challenge to get these out of there. That is the spark plug locked right in there. But man, look at this progress that we made tonight, guys. There it is. Those cylinders, man. Boy, it's dirty. Not sure they're supposed to be that dirty. I'll do a little more research, but I'm feeling pretty accomplished, man. I mean, look at what we did tonight. We dove in, and now we're really going to be able to address these spark plugs because now it's one piece. Look at those valves. Woof. Whew. That was fun. That was actually really exhilarating. I've never done that before. Tore into an engine like that. We may end up going further. I'm not sure. I'm going to do some more research and see what needs to happen next. But holy buckets. If you've enjoyed this little journey, please follow the channel. Really means a lot. Give it a subscription. Also follow along at BV Matson on Instagram and Twitter. We're going deep. We're going real deep on this Honda Twin and the 1972 CL350. Give you a quick look here at my CB350 that I did this last winter. There she is. We'll give her a proper feature one of these days, but she's a sweetie. Have a great night, guys. See you in the next video.